This is Joseph Blaubrewer for ESFI, and I am here with Shaun Apollo Clark at IPL5 in Las Vegas. Apollo, how are you doing, man? No, it's been a long weekend for you.
Yeah, it's been a long month, like 4 events or something in 4 weeks, so it's been pretty crazy, but I'm okay. I'm a little bit tired, but good, thanks.
It's good, man. You've recently been casting a lot of North American events, including MLG Center Championships, and here at Las Vegas for IPL5. We know players are affected by jet lag. Does the traveling ever affect you as a caster, or are you starting to get a little bit used to it?
Originally, I never had any jet lag problems at all. But as of recent, it's been pretty crazy because of the different, levels at time zones that I've been going through. I think I was most affected in China, where I'd go and because when you travel forwards in time, you always land at like 7, 8 a.m. or something like that. So then you have to stay awake for more than 12 hours or so. Coming backwards is not so bad. Coming to America for me is okay because you land at like 9 p.m. sometimes and you just go straight to bed. But I've been actually having a bit of problems with that recently.
Well, MLG DreamHack and ESL recently announced a partnership going into 2013 season. DreamHack, being your main gig and where you're usually casting, what possibilities does this open up for you as your career as a caster towards the end of this year and into 2013?
I don't really know. I mean, because I cast the majority of MLG events, if not all of them now anyway, and I do DreamHack again, so I don't really know what it offers. Intel Extreme Masters, though, they do a lot of Asian tournaments. They go to Singapore, China, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go there. Of course, I'll have to negotiate with everybody to see what's really going on, but I know absolutely really nothing about it, to be honest.
Do you think it'll be better for Blizzard to wait to smooth out imbalances, I guess as they did more so for Wings of Liberty, than to go into the heart of the swarm at the very first month and try to make sure everything's 100% balanced?
It feels a little bit rushed sometimes because there is, for the first time, I don't know if it's happened before, but it feels like for me it's the first time there's been like a due date. It's like it's coming here, if we're ready or not, it's going to come out, right? So sure. I feel like it's maybe a little bit rushed. I also feel that they're not getting the feedback that they would want because a lot of the pro players don't play it. Why would they play it? And how can they get the best feedback if the pros don't play? Because everyone's still playing in Wings of Liberty tournaments and nobody wants to take the time out to play. Of course, there are some guys that play. And to be honest, from what I'm thinking of the players that get feedback to them, there's only like a handful, 5 to 10 pro players. And the volume of games isn't high enough. The volume of games you need to balance something to get correct feedback is so high. So a little bit worried, but at the end of the day, Blizzard always do a good job. So I think it's going to be great.
Well, let's talk about right now with Wings of Liberty. What are your thoughts on the epidemic of Zerg winning everything as of late? And do you think there's room for strategies to be developed, or do you think it's Blizzard's hands to work it out and try to balance Zerg more?
All right, so it's been like this for a long time now. Zerg keep on winning. They are, in terms of percentages against the other races, they have the highest percentages. They keep on doing well at tournaments. For the last 3 big international global tournaments, there's been ZVZ finals. So there's obviously something there. Obviously, otherwise there wouldn't be Zerg doing and dominating so much. So I definitely think there's a problem. It is the infester. Everyone kind of knows it. It is the thing that allows Zerg to bank a lot of money very fast. They can go high very fast because they use energy instead of resources, and that energy is obviously so key because they can bank, they can upgrade, they can go up without really having to worry about gas income. So I definitely feel that the infester is a problem. I don't really know how to change it. And what was the last part of the question?
Just do you think that it's Blizzard's hands to work it out, or do you think the players can work through different strategies in the metagame to try to fix it?
It's Blizzard's turn now. Okay. The players have tried. They're still not getting results. I mean, the level of Terran and Protoss players has gone up considerably in the past months because they are trying very, very hard. And they are sometimes getting some results, but I think it's mistakes from the Zerg players that allow Terran and Protoss to do well, or the Terran and Protoss players are just better at the game than the Zerg players. So definitely Blizzard's turn.
Well, let's talk more about the players. Which up-and-coming players have you seen throughout this year that's really caught your eye?
I casted so much. Let me think. So, obviously within GSL, Life is the biggest and best up-and-comer. Outside, I think Scarlet has had a great year. She's been doing really well and improving consistently. Other players, trying to think, up-and-coming players. Oh, at the top of my head, I can't really name anyone else.
Oh, no, that's fine, man. How are things going over at the Good Studio, and what kind of things do you guys have coming up in the next few months?
They're doing a lot of production. Too Good's working on investment for the studio, some other things. The agency, I think, he's working on as well. So there are things developing. It seems like the Good Studio is obviously keeping up with their daily or weekly, show, their talk show. And there's some other plans of talk shows to come, especially with Adebisi moving into Sweden. There's going to be some more StarCraft focused content, but it's great. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's very difficult for me to be there all the time because I do travel so much all over the place.
Sure.
So I'm not there all the time, but when I am, it's good.
Well, what are your personal plans for the future? I mean, have you ever thought about going to Korean cast? I'm sure you've gotten offers before in the past.
Yeah, I've had offers from everywhere and anyone, basically, in terms of casting. So I've turned the majority of them down. I don't really want to work at a company. I prefer to just do my own thing in my future. So I'm going to be trying to... I don't want to cast as many events. This month has been a massive experience for me and for a lot of players as well. Doing 4 big tournaments in 4 weeks. So my schedule was something crazy. So I started in Sweden. I then went to Dallas, then to Manchester, then to China, and then back to Sweden to do DreamHack, and then here, and then going back. So that's all within 4 weeks. So that I want to lower the amount of live events I do next year. I don't want to do as many because I think I total up to be maybe 25 to 27 live events in 1 year. So it's like every 2 weeks roundabout I'm doing a live event. So it's been pretty crazy. It's been pretty insane. So I'm going to focus a lot more on streaming, a lot more on YouTube videos, and just trying to do stuff without having to travel as much.
Oh, what do you think about Vegas so far, being out here? Is this your first time here, and what are you going to be doing tonight?
It's my second time in Vegas. I was here for IPL4 as well in April. I've had a lot of experiences in Vegas this time around. I've ate some great food. I went out a couple of times, not too late, of course, because the tournament's still on tonight, though. I feel like I should do something. I'm in Vegas. I don't know if I'm going to be here again, for sure. And then I'm thinking, I just want to go to bed because I'm like so tired at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, man. What was your favorite series this weekend, and what did you think about the finals, both GSL and IPL5?
My favorite series was definitely Bomber versus.
That went to Game 3.
Yeah, Bomber versus some Zerg. Was it?
Yeah.
Was it Violet? I can't remember. Bomber, his crazy series. Yeah. The one that went the distance. He lost the first game, then won the 2, and then ended on Metropolis. That game was by far the best series for me to cast, to watch, to enjoy. And then the finals were good. It's like looking at Zerg versus Zerg. There's been a lot of it recently, so it's getting very repetitive. It plays out very similar, but it was very technical based this time. It was very cool to see the strategy develop and how both players approach playing the game. Of course, it would have been better, I think, with a better finals, but it was still good to see Lean do well at another big tournament.
Awesome. Well, lastly, now that it's the end of the year, what would you say was your favorite StarCraft 2 moment of the year?
WCS Europe, I think, was really good. So, I had a lot of fun there. The event was amazing. And anything that I've done with DreamHack has been great. Like the DreamHack guys are open throughout the year, being able to go to these different stops to meet people in Romania, to meet people in Valencia. It's just really cool because, especially the Romania event, the Bucharest, DreamHack Bucharest, there were so many passionate fans about StarCraft that nobody knew about properly until the event actually went there. The crowd was good. The fans were so kind and so polite to us. And I'm looking forward to doing stuff like that next year as well.
Well, thank you very much again for the interview, man. I know you're tired. You can go get some rest now, or you can go party in Vegas. But do you want to give any last words or shout-outs?
Not really. I mean, you guys can just follow me on Twitter if you don't already, which is ApolloSC2. And then my YouTube channel, which is Dignitas Apollo. And just go check out my stuff and give me a message.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.